Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Joey Knight Jr. here once again with another episode of Weekly Purchases. We're on episode 6 now, and today it's all wrestling figures. We got a little bit of ringside collectibles, we got a little Target hunt, and we have a little eBay shopping. So let's get right on down to it, to the Target find. Now normally, I'm not this lucky. Yeah, I'll see the Target clearance all the time, but it's not really anything I'm looking for. Until now. Clearanced Carlito. He was $11.49. Sadly, it's not the $6.50 or the $7 price I've been seeing for a lot of other people, but still, getting an Elite, especially one that people have been reselling on eBay for like $35 or so, to get it for $11.50, I'll take that deal any day. Nice mint on card Carlito, got all the accessories. I probably won't display him with the chain, probably not going to do that, but definitely keeping the Apple though. But I'll probably toss aside the chain, maybe keep it for a Cena, or just have it in a little loose accessory lot that I may settle down the road. But glad to have that for my Ruthless Aggression collection. Now moving on to a different collection I do is Wrestlers I've Met collection. We've done the whole series of videos. You can go in the collecting playlist and see all the videos I've done so far. But I get to add one figure to this, thanks to my AEW Starrcast, meeting everyone. Could have had two, but Jay Lethal had to leave early to do something for Ring of Honor that night. So sadly, did not get to meet Jay Lethal. But I did get to meet Red Velvet, who is technically still the Ring of Honor Women's Television Champion, because I know they do the whole interim thing. So I guess technically you could still say she's the Women's Television Champion down there in Ring of Honor. But met Red Velvet for the complimentary meet and greets. She was awesome. She was amazing. Gave me a lot of good advice. That's what I try to do when I go to the meet and greets for wrestlers. I try to ask for advice. Like, hey, you got anything for me to try to help me, progress in pro wrestling? She gave a lot of great advice. I really appreciate it. Hope you get well soon, Red Velvet. Can't wait to see you start killing it again in Ring of Honor, and hopefully also on AEW TV as well. So we got Red Velvet for the Wrestlers I've Met collection. And now we go back to the Ruthless Aggression era collection. Probably should have just stayed with that, but you know what? We're flying through this. So added two more figures to the Ruthless Aggression collection. First, we got from the vault, the Boogeyman. He's got his little staff. He's got the little accessory up top there to, put the worms in his mouth. He's got his clock. Very toyetic, as we would say. So glad to have the Boogeyman added to my Ruthless Aggression collection for Mattel. And also adding to that same collection, the Mattel side of the Ruthless Aggression era collection. Barely, though. I will say barely. I could... when I was searching, I didn't find anything for the years 2006 or 2007. But in the year 2008, John Cone did referee matches on Raw in this outfit. Now, why was I looking specifically for Raw? Well, because John Cone, I do believe he made his refereeing debut on the main roster in 2006. I first remember seeing him as an ECW referee, I believe, is where he was at first. And then I think after that, he was transitioned over to SmackDown, and then Raw, and then, at some point they stopped doing the separated color shirts, and everyone started wearing this. So it's like, okay, well, it's got the Scratch logo on it, so it could be a Ruthless Aggression era Monday Night Raw John Cone, but they kept this style of Scratch logo that's on, the shirt and everything. They kept that logo to about 2014. Yeah, because I want to say WrestleMania 30, they were still using that style of the Scratch logo. So it's like, it could have very easily been a PG era John Cone. So I went to digging, found some pictures, because the cutoff date for me is, because I want to say the Bash 2008 is the last broadcast with the TV 14 rating, and then Raw the next night is TV PG. Or maybe the Bash is TV PG, and so that's the first. Either way, around that time period, around the July time period of 2008 is the cutoff for the Ruthless Aggression era, because then that's when it goes to PG era. So I did some digging, and I did find John Cone wearing the Monday Night Raw ref stripes in the year 2008. So this could easily be a Ruthless Aggression era John Cone. So we got him to add him to that collection. I know. And then before we get to our last thing, you know, it does count as a purchase, even though it's not exactly a toy or anything, but it was a purchase. As you can see, I kind of already got into them, but I got some of the clear ringside stands from Mattel. I like using the clear ones. I have the black ones for the Jazzwares, but I do prefer clear as far as, you know, just visually and everything. But I got 10 packs of those. Yeah, it's a 10 pack. So, as you saw with that one box, I already started using some of them for the guys up there in that little Mattel Ruthless collection that we talk so highly of on this channel. But now moving on to the last thing, I got 3 of them. Probably should have gotten more of them, but you know what? We may, you know, search in all these and try to find one for cheap for mint on card. Maybe at some point we'll go back to ringside, put in the card again, and keep one mint on card. But another collection I have is, in fact, you can see it with this shelf right here, and then also this shelf down here. I collect wrestling figures for shows I've attended, TV shows. So pay-per-views or Raw, SmackDown, AEW, TNA. Well, yeah, because the Power Town thing isn't exactly working out right now, is it? With those TNA figures. That stinks. But anyway, like if I go to AEW show, WWE show, whatever, if they make a figure depicting something that I went to, I get the figure. So the last thing I've needed, well, I'm going to update it soon because of what was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, but it goes with this match that I'm about to showcase. Royal Rumble 2023 Pitch Black match, the Ultimate Bray Wyatt. We got the Bray Wyatt right there. We got 3 of them because he comes with 3 different heads. He comes with, you know, the separate arms that, you know, aren't, you know, colored and everything to, you know, go with the Pitch Black match. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all 3 heads on, and we're going to depict all 3, you know, likenesses, all 3 appearances, I guess you could say, that he had in that one match. You know, his entrance, then what he looked like during the match, and then with this mask and everything, which I'm guessing is what, I know 2K, they gave us, like, you know, I know we saw in the documentary and everything what the new Fiend outfit would have looked like. I can't remember if this mask, you know, is exactly, I know it's the one that he wore at Royal Rumble 2023. I just can't remember if that's exactly what would have the Met. Actually, no, because the mask was a little different in the documentary and everything, so disregard that. But still, we're going to depict all 3 things: entrance, match, and post-match. We're going to depict it on this shelf right here, because that's kind of more of the newer ones. This one right here, Cash Wheeler fell backwards. But this one mainly depicts WrestleMania 32, and then I have the Ring of Honor ones for the dog collar match with the Briscoes and FTR. But this one kind of depicts all the newer ones I've been to, like WrestleMania 38, Money in the Bank 2021, and so on and so forth, Royal Rumble 2023. So we will proudly display this on that shelf right there. We will get all 3 little different depictions, and then, like I said, who knows? Maybe down the line we'll grab a fourth one and keep it mint on card. Because I do, you know, you can see up there, I got the Wyatt family in the background. I have Dark Order up there. Can't really see it as out of camera view. On the top shelf on this bookshelf right here, I have a bunch of different Bray Wyatt figures, along with the Ultimate Edition Alexa Bliss that, you know, kind of goes with that Fiend era. So maybe we'll transfer all of those right here and, you know, keep the whole little Dark Order Wyatt family shelf going. I am keeping my eye out for a Braun Strowman Elite, where he was part of the Wyatt family. You know, the black sheep mask and everything. And I am also looking out for the Brody Lee -1 2-pack, so I can have -1. I have him in the micro brawler, but to have him in the action figure, the little figure he had. But yeah, that's today's episode of weekly purchases. So please remember to like the video, comment on the video, share the video, but most importantly of all, subscribe to Joey Knight Jr., and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.